I may have quietly cried at the end.
My first question, Mathew, is: are you ready for a sports episode?
But it wasn't about sports. Yes, I'm ready.
It's about the heart.
It's about the heart. Okay, welcome to the Too Old or Pure Gold Movie Podcast. In today's episode, we're discussing the 1993 sports movie, Cool Runnings. The format of our podcast: two Gen Xers rewatch beloved movies from our youth to find out, are they really as good as we remember? To help us debate and ultimately pass judgment, we ask our millennial co-host to watch these movies for the first time and help us determine, are they too old or pure gold?
Look how I froze.
It's perfect. I'm your host, Olen Vanderleeden, representing Gen X. Joining me today is my Gen X co-host and sports expert, Mathew Stockton.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, representing the millennials this week, we have Debbie, who suggested that we do this episode in honor of the 2026 Winter Games and the current Jamaican bobsled team.
Go Canada!
Also helping us with this movie today is our athletic tights critic, Jessica.
Hello.
And just a reminder before we get into this episode, we need your support to grow this podcast, so please remember to like, follow, subscribe, and tell a friend. Today's movie is the 1993 sports movie, Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings stars John Candy and was directed by John Turteltaub. Turteltaub was mostly known as a reliable director for broad comedies and TV programming, but this movie was his real inflection point, allowing him to go on after this and direct other movies, including Phenomenon, National Treasure, and The Meg. The tagline from the movie poster is, "One dream, 4 Jamaicans, 20 below zero." That's pretty tight.
I love it.
And IMDb describes the film as, when a Jamaican sprinter is disqualified from the Olympic Games, he enlists the help of a dishonored coach to start the first Jamaican bobsled team. And I will say that it was inspired by the true story of the first Jamaican Olympic bobsled team, which is kind of cool. Now, for those of you that have not seen the movie, I asked my 94-year-old dad. He's 94 now, if you can believe that.
Wow.
Hank is 94. Wow.
By the time this episode airs, he will have had his 94th birthday. So I asked my 94-year-old dad to watch Cool Runnings and summarize the plot.
Cool Runnings is based on the first ever Jamaica bobsled team at the 1988 Olympic Winter Games in Calgary. So, was it exactly the same? Of course not, but close enough and funny. A Jamaican sprinter fails to qualify for the 100-meter dash at the Seoul Summer Olympics. He pleads for another chance, but was denied. He then convinces 3 other sprinters to go bobsledding with him at the Calgary Olympics, and also they got a disgraced champion to become their sledding coach. We see many hilarious training efforts on fake bobsleds with wheels, but when the coach gets serious, the training gets serious too. Hard training follows, as does the first but disastrous run. After changing to a true Jamaican style, the team approaches the final run with high hopes, but after a great start, they still end in a crash. However, they walk the bobsled across the finish line to thundering applause from the crowd.
God, okay.
Yeah.
Did he love it?
He loved it. Yeah. They totally loved it. I mean, how can you not? So why don't we go straight into overall reactions for this? Who wants to say what they thought of this movie?
I'll start. So I went in fully prepared to roll my eyes. Inspirational sports movie, Disney polished, Jamaica plus bobsleds. But then John Candy showed up, which is always an advantage for me. And before I knew it, I'm emotionally invested. I'm rooting hard. And yes, I may have quietly cried at the end.
I wasn't the only one.
Like a fool who forgets how movies are supposed to work. I think this movie disarms you slowly and then it gets you. Yeah.
I can jump in after
Yeah,
that.
go.
I cry every time I watch this movie. I grew up watching this movie with my dad, it's just how can you not enjoy this? There's so many little bits. Kiss the egg, Sank, are you dead yet? Like I don't know. This is such a heartwarming movie for me, full of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Love it.
Jess, what'd you think?
I loved it, and I didn't even know it was about a Jamaican bobsled team when I signed up for this. So I was pleasantly surprised, and it was just like such a classic, like 90s heartwarming, rooting for the underdog kind of story, and I loved it. And I also was tearing up at the end. It was such a lovely ending. Just a classic 90s film, which I feel like, and a tight 90 minutes. That's honestly what I love about movies.
Everyone's favorite.
What we don't have in movies now, so I love that.
So what did you think Cool Runnings was before you turned it on?
I knew it was going to be something sports related, but I would never have guessed in a million years that it would have been about a Jamaican bobsled team.
Well, Olen, what was the tagline for the movie?
One dream, 4 Jamaicans, 20 below zero.
On the surface, it's about underdogs chasing an impossible Olympic dream. But I think the actual lesson is sharper and way more adult than what that marketing line suggests. Right? Mm-hmm. I think for me, the movie was about dignity. It was about choosing self-respect over approval, and about redefining winning when the system is built to remind you that you don't belong. Right. And I think we'll get to best lines later, but I have to call it out now. The line, if you're not enough without it, you'll never be enough with it.
Brilliant.
Right.
Okay.
And
it's not just motivational. It's philosophical. It's like really quite good.
Yeah.
all those things you said, and also it's about the winning spirit and perseverance. Like those are just all great themes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Debbie.
Just gonna say, I feel like all the Olympians should have to watch. I know there's other Olympic movies too, but should all have to watch this movie. Like, it's part of like the opening ceremonies. Okay, let's go watch it. Remind, get those speeches in.
Well, this was a great suggestion. I mean, I had actually never seen this before, so I didn't watch it in 1993, and I thought it was stupid before I watched it. Okay, so I didn't watch it because I thought it was stupid, but. This is just a feel-good story. It's completely Disney formula. It is so Disney formula. But you know what? It's a formula for a reason. It works. And it was just light, light conflict, warm and earnest story. That's the Disney formula. But there's really nothing wrong with it. Everybody needs a good feel-good story now and then. And I really, really liked it. And, of course, John Candy. Love John Candy. Like, he really brings it for this role.
Mm-hmm. Can't go wrong.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get into it. My first question for the group is it fair to lose your place in the Olympics because you trip over someone?
I mean,
yes.
Rules are rules.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. Then, Mathew, I know you're our sports expert on this podcast. What coaching is there to do in bobsled?
So first of all, it just occurred to me that there are Olympics happening right now.
My goodness.
No, I don't read the news. So suddenly everyone's posting Olympic memes, and I'm like, oh, I guess the Olympics are on. And bobsled coaching. Go faster, boys and girls. Go faster. Right? Like that. Like.
I did. I imagine it's a much more complex sport than it looks like, but it looks like people getting on a sled and getting a push downhill.
For sure.
I don't think it's more complex than it looks.
Anyhow, it made me laugh.
I think even you and I could do it.
I can't believe.
Whoa.
That.
I feel like people who do bobsled, luge, skeleton, like you're insane.
You're insane.
Absolutely. To send yourself down an ice
luge
track.
Yeah.
The luge, the single person, you're basically on a single skate in tights.
Absolutely.
Okay, but then the double luge is questionable. Why do you have the person lying down on top of you?
It's kind of hot.
I gotta watch a YouTube video later.
But I was the kid on the toboggan that did the insane things during the winter when I was young, like build ramps and see how high you could fly, or like wax the bottom of a cafeteria tray from the cafeteria.
My God.
So I think, in another life, I would have been I would have been a guy on the back, though, with the head on
The
somebody
brake.
else's head would be on my crotch. Yeah.
About the coach, though, like, how can you... It would never happen in real life that a coach that had previously been caught for cheating would be allowed to coach again, would it? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know the
I don't know.
nuances.
I think he was forbidden from competing again, but maybe not coaching. I don't know the answer.
Yeah,
to
because
that.
he wasn't coaching, right? He was.
right,
So
yeah.
maybe because it was different, right?
I do have some bobsled facts because even though I've watched it a lot before, I didn't know much about it. So bobsleds can reach 150 kilometers an hour,
Oh
making it one of the
my-
fastest winter sports on Earth.
Wow, I did not know that.
It evolved from people racing sleds on the road in Switzerland in the late 1800s.
Cool.
And as portrayed in the movie, races are often decided in the first 5 seconds when athletes sprint and push the sled before jumping in. So that really is where it's won
No
and
way.
lost. That's what the internet says. And
Olen, did you ever do soapbox derbies when you were a kid?
I did, yeah.
Me too. Weren't
It's
they
it's the best. I mean, there's nothing better than building your own go-kart and racing it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a real nostalgia twinge when I saw them doing that kart
Me
racing
too.
in the movie. I
Me
thought,
too.
You guys
That is-
actually did that? I thought it was just in the movies.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
no.
was one hill in my hometown, and I remember the road we'd go down. They'd close it off, and you have the soapbox derby. And we thought if we put weights in the front of ours, it would go faster because it would.
Cheaters! You get disqualified from the Olympics for that.
No, it was a great time, and in fact, they depicted it pretty accurately. I mean, the chaos, the danger, and then running your cart off the track into something—that was all exactly how it went down.
Oh yeah, wheels falling off, right?
Like,
Okay, so I'm not signing my kids up to do this.
I was
Because
just
our
gonna
community
say.
does these races.
No way.
Do
Oh,
it.
cool.
Do it. It'll toughen them
I-
up. Come on.
I don't think parents let kids do stuff like that anymore, but
We're
it was.
scared.
Parents
Well,
suck.
I mean, I think we all nearly died about 100 times when we were kids. So
But some of us didn't make it, but that's okay.
It's the price you pay.
So this movie, this was inspired by a true story, obviously, right? This was the 1988 bobsled team. So I saw a lot of chatter about whether, this was properly depicted or not. So I looked up the differences from the true story as they were depicted in the movie. And actually, it wasn't as far off as people were saying. It was reasonably close. So it was, in reality, it wasn't disgraced sprinters. It was intentionally recruited people from the Jamaican military.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Okay, so that part was different. It wasn't a disgraced coach. It was a respected coach. They say it wasn't a dysfunctional team. They were all kind of motivated and cohesive. And then the last thing was that the other teams mocking them wasn't entirely true, that they were largely welcomed and supported by fellow athletes. But you kind of need that for the movie. It's a
For
movie
sure.
device, right?
Yeah.
I have a comment on that in worst part.
It's a movie device like a TV show devices of like having breakfast at your friend's house before you go to work in the morning. In reality, it doesn't happen, right?
But last point on this topic is that crash at the end really happened.
Wow.
Now they didn't carry the sled off; they pushed it off. But that crash really happened. That's how it all ended, and that ending was so good. Like just
So good.
yeah, I like that part.
What about does anyone know how accurate the lack of training that they had? Because I was like, if we can be Olympic athletes this
In 3
quickly,
months.
then
Well-
that changes everything for me.
Send you to Italy. Let's go.
My next question on my list here, Jess, was for you, and I said, Jess, do you think you could learn to bobsled in a year?
Oh my God. I always say to Will, who is on this podcast often, that I wish that my parents put me in a sport when I was a kid because they totally stifled my chances of being an Olympic athlete. And he's like, you never had it. You never could be one. And so his answer to that would be no, I could not be a bobsledder. But you know what? I think maybe my size, since I'm so short, would benefit me in bobsledding. Less
Yeah,
weight.
but you don't have the weight. You don't have the weight.
Oh, I guess you need the weight. That's why they're putting weights in
Now,
their thing.
if you put on 100 pounds, I think you got a chance.
You won't fit in the bobsled, but
That's not something I'm willing to do.
Yeah. by the way, I had one more thing on reality. In the movie, said they finished 8th place in the real 1988 Olympics in Calgary. 41 teams entered. 30 of them qualified, so the Jamaicans did qualify in the 30 teams to get to compete, and they came in 30th out of 30.
Oh no!
Well,
They
if
crashed.
you crash, and you're pushing the sled the rest of the way.
I'm sure no one else crashed.
Okay, next question. Do you think that egg would be rotten?
I have so many questions about the egg.
Me too.
Is this cooked? Is it raw? Is it? I mean, it's got to be cooked if it's surviving.
Yeah, I guess
everything,
it's
but
cooked.
definitely rotten. Don't want to crack it.
I would not kiss it, that is for sure. I would pick a different Lucky Charm. Well, before we move on to the best parts, because I think there's a lot there, I just want to ask you guys about the Olympics. Now, one thing I was thinking when I watched it, I mean, I love the Olympics. I love competition and the winning spirit and all of that stuff. But I was thinking about the importance of the Olympics to some of these smaller countries, right? Like Jamaica. But, what do you guys think about the Olympics? And what do you think about the importance of the Olympics to some of the smaller countries? Like some of these countries, it's really a chance to be put on the map, right?
Yeah, I love the Olympics. I mean, it's playing right now upstairs. I started watching it when I was up with the kids this morning. And like, there's some I was watching the opening ceremonies, and there's some countries, they have one athlete coming in, and you're like, okay, like everything's riding on this one athlete, no pressure, but it puts them on the map. It puts you get to hear about that country and get a little like small fact, at least during the opening ceremonies. And it's not like these athletes are getting paid. So to get them there it's a big deal. I'm excited for these kids.
I totally agree. It's kind of cool. And Mathew, you're not an Olympic watcher, are you?
No, not really.
Didn't even know they were happening.
I think it's so sweet. Yeah, they get the recognition that they don't often get. Probably definitely puts them in the spotlight, even for a short period of time. Inspiration to the rest of the country.
Yeah.
So, quick question for you guys then before we move to best parts. At the Winter Olympics, favorite event and least favorite event?
I mean, hockey.
The only thing I watched when I was younger was figure skating.
Yeah, hockey and figure skating. Hockey, I have plans to watch the games. Figure skating, I know when they're on. I mean,
figure skating was also my top one. I love to watch figure skating, but after this movie, I honestly think I would love to watch some bobsledding or the luge or the luge has always interested me because it looks insane, but bobsledding it didn't even cross my mind. So that's definitely on the radar now.
I like to watch them if they're on, but I'm not actively searching them out.
Do they do archery in the Winter Olympics?
No, but I had as my favorite. So I eliminated hockey because obviously that's the best, right? But for me, I said favorite events. I like the biathlon, which is not archery, but that's cross country skiing with a gun.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are they shooting? Well,
targets.
That's way cooler. I thought
Other athletes.
I didn't know that term
Last man
before. I
standing.
thought only bi people could play in it.
oh my god.
It's a biathlon.
It's bisexual people cross country skiing with guns.
I'm in. I'm so in.
That sounds
Only
like fun,
Mathew could
actually.
improve on the Olympics. And I had as my worst figure skating. I hate figure
What?
skating.
Oh my god, it's our favorite.
Wow.
Olen.
My mom loves it, and I cannot watch a second of it without
I
hating
love it.
myself.
I'm a huge ballet fan, so it's
ballet on ice.
It's kind of ballet on ice.
And
right?
their outfits, I guess Olen doesn't care about the outfits, but
He doesn't care about the sparkle.
and the theme music that goes with the
yes.
Oh, it's so fun.
My least favorite is curling.
Really?
I hate watching curling. I think that is a sport that I feel like any of us could do if we had a few months to learn it. It just looks so
once
boring.
the girls are older, I'm getting this family into like a curling league.
I would do it for fun, but I hate watching it.
I think curling's fun, but definitely when that sport was invented, it was a bunch of drunk people saying, "What kind of crazy sport can we do?
Yes.
Let's get brooms and rocks and ice, and let's drink a lot, and then go out and play it." Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
You have to be a lesbian to be a good curler.
Where's the skill? Where does the skill transfer there?
We'll let the men's team know.
All of my lesbian friends play and love curling.
Wow. Well, Debbie, your husband's ex-girlfriend was a curler, so that says a lot.
I've heard stories.
It's actually a weird cultural thing in Canada amongst lesbians. 100% people can call in and tell us it's true.
Subarus and curling.
Subarus and curling.
Yeah.
That's
The
hilarious.
lines are open, people. Call in and tell us how you feel. All you non-lesbian curlers, please call 1-800-Mathew.
Lesbians or senior citizens, because that's the other.
Lesbian senior citizens.
Or
Or
lesbian,
lesbian
senior
senior
citizens.
citizens. That's yeah.
Okay, let's roll into best parts. I'm going to lead because I went last in the last category. For me, the winning spirit and the quote from the movie, "Do the words give up mean anything to you?" Not a thing.
Yeah.
That to me is the thing I love the most about this movie.
All right, my best part is more of a comedic one. It's when they're practicing.
It's got to be one funny guy in the family, right?
when they're practicing and he says, "You can pee now," and then the other guy goes, "Too late."
So
Because
good.
that would so be me. Anything like fast on ice, I would pee my pants. And his little mirror mantra that he was doing right before he was
Yeah.
getting jacked up to go fight that guy, that was awesome.
I agree. I had that, Jess, as supporting friends. Like, first of all, Junior going to Bannock and saying, "Go get your castle. Forget what this guy says," right? I like that. And then Bannock helping him with his confidence in that mirror scene was great as well. So helping a friend. I'm with you. Debbie, what do you got?
You guys are saying it. I love the spirit. I love the lessons they're learning, the courage they're getting. The whole movie is just a big win for me.
I had one more. I had the bathtub scene.
Oh,
Four of them in the bathtub practicing leaning and bobsledding.
That whole montage. Just,
yeah. I love a good
Chef's
movie
kiss.
montage. Yeah.
Mathew, anything you want to add?
Yeah. Best parts. John Candy's performance.
Yes.
So it wasn't broad. It wasn't cartoonish. He did a really good job. It was like restrained, wounded, funny, humane. A man carrying shame who chooses to pass wisdom instead of bitterness, which was beautiful. I think the team dynamics, I'm putting my cultural anthropologist hat on here. Like each character actually represents different relationship to identity. So one was pride, one was fear, one was ego, and one was belief, which was really cool. Right. And that's great storytelling. The tonal balance, I think the film knew when to joke and when to stop joking. And that discipline is kind of rare in a comedy. And that's it.
Okay, awesome. Well, I think we all love this movie, but we have to do it for the integrity of the podcast. What are worst parts? And I got at least one here.
Some of the humor was dated. It leaned occasionally onto cultural shorthand rather than character. I think the antagonists were simplified, like too cleanly villain coded. Right, it's a little bit too Disney that way, and like the Disney sheen, you occasionally felt the hand guiding you where to feel something, even if you're going to end up feeling that way anyway. That's very Disney, sort of guides you to the feeling, right?
It is the Disney formula. Like,
So
there's
true.
no doubt about it. What you say is 100% true, but they pull it off. That's why they're a multi-billion-dollar company, right? In worst parts, I had two things. One is parents who aren't supportive of their kids.
Oh, so true. Yeah, that's
So
a great one.
Junior's dad, and then on the flip side, the counter to that is one of the best parts is when Junior's dad actually showed up to the event in the end.
Yeah.
But I loved when Junior finally stood up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I had that as one of my worst things was Junior's dad as well. But like you couldn't. There were so many big moments that happened because of that you had to have him as a bad dad.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything else. I think Mathew pretty much captured it.
Yeah, the only thing I had was that the rivals were like almost like cartoonishly mean. It was like very like over the top. But that you're right. It's just the classic cheesy.
Classic mean Germans.
Yeah.
Well, I had that in Woker joke, Jess. Is I said, like, do we have to make the Germans the bad guys again? Come on, you're Disney. Be more clever.
Yeah. No kidding.
Anyhow, let's go to favorite lines. And Mathew, you captured the by far the best one already, but I have a couple of others. I had I'm freezing my Rastafarian nays off. that whole part where they first arrive in Calgary, hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Senka goes back and just like layers up, even including like the canvas bag as a layer.
And I love what John Candy says. It's not the heat; it's the humidity that gets you.
Mathew, I'm glad you liked this movie. I wasn't sure, to be honest.
Yeah, I went in ready to hate it and just fell in love with it.
Honestly, I did too, because That Disney formula sometimes annoys me, but it worked this time. It was a great suggestion. Any other favorite lines?
I like the running, like, "Hey Sanka, you dead?" "Yeah, man."
I already said it, but the freaking "you can pee now" was the one I had written down, and then he said "too late."
Also, Junior's speech, I captured it because I liked it. "I see pride, I see power, I see a badass mother who don't take no crap off nobody."
Yeah, I had that too. Badass meta.
I love that the guy's name was Sanka.
Yeah.
And "you want to kiss my egg" was a great line. And what was the other one? "Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, get on up his bobsled time."
Yeah.
Yes.
So cheesy.
Cool runnings.
Oh, we didn't say it in the best parts, but that scene where they said, "Okay, we can't be like other people. If we're gonna do this, we have to do it like Jamaicans."
Yes.
I love that part.
Yeah, me too.
So uplifting and so cool. I like how the crowd gets into it too.
You see them go from like, okay, these guys are like a joke, into like really believing it, wearing the shirts, and yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys how this movie did, if you're interested. Do you think it was successful?
Yes.
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 It's Disney. How can it not be? According to Box Office Mojo Worldwide, Cool Runnings was the 15th biggest earner at the box office in 1993. However, it only had half the box office recorded in that year. So if I compare it to the list, if I take the full box office and compare it to the list in 1993, it would have been the 5th highest earner.
Wow.
Just ahead of Jessica, Sleepless in Seattle. Oh, Debbie, you were on that episode too.
I was.
Earned just a little bit more money than Sleepless in Seattle.
That shocks me. Wow.
I know, right? People were into this movie. Jurassic Park was the monster at the box office in this year. And Cool Runnings was also beat by Mrs. Doubtfire. Good movie.
Yeah.
And The Fugitive, also a great movie. And Cool Runnings, I mean, it did great, but it beat out a bunch of other great films, including Tombstone and Demolition Man.
That was a good year for movies.
Great year for movies. And the Oscar this year, Jess. Unforgiven was the Oscar this year. Have you guys seen Unforgiven?
No.
I don't think I have.
Oh, dear God. We're going to do it on the pod because Unforgiven is one of my favorite movies of all time. And it was the Oscar winner that year. And it's my favorite of all the Oscar Best Pictures ever. So,
Wow.
there you go.
Wow.
This is 1993,
That's a
right?
statement.
1993. Okay. So, since it's 1993, the budget was $14 million to make this movie. That feels about right. Any guesses on what it did at the box office in 1993?
Oh my goodness.
90 million.
I'm going to say 50.
I'll go 70.
155 million.
Wow.
Good for
So I always like putting it in this perspective. Someone gives you $14 million and they return $155 million to you for your investment. I think you're pretty happy
That's
with it.
unreal.
Oh yeah.
14 million seems like a massive budget for 1993, but maybe I just don't know movie budgets that well. It seems like a lot.
Did John Candy die soon after this?
This was his last movie.
Wow.
Yeah, he died on the set of the next movie that he was doing, which I don't think was ever released.
Did he have a heart attack?
Yeah. Died way too young. You know, the documentary about him that's just came out this year, it's pretty good.
Oh, I'd love to watch that.
Let's quickly talk about Rotten Tomatoes because I'm always curious. A movie like this, it seems like everybody likes it, so probably the audience score is high, but would critics like this movie? So Rotten Tomatoes, critics and audience, what would be your guess out of 100?
Okay, critics 80, audience 90.
I'm gonna say critics 93 and audience 94. I think it's good. I think they're both up.
Wow.
I think critics will see a sports comedy and audience will see themselves. So I'm going to say audience like 80 and critics 70.
Damn. Critics 75, audience 81.
Wow.
That's lower than.
So yeah, audience is lower than I expected. So scores, obviously low score wins. Debbie, you had a 31, Jess a 14, and Matthew a 6.
Wow, Matthew.
I have to stop winning on these. I've gotten very good at like figuring out how people read movies. You know what I mean?
Well,
You're doing your job.
When I first started on this show, I was like, if I hate it, I'm going to give it a low scar. But I'm like, no, right?
You know, I'm not surprised by the critics, right? A 75 feels about right because it's a good movie, but there's always a snob out there. Mm-hmm. But the audience, I think, is a little low. So I'm surprised that, Mathew, you guessed it so close.
Well, it's a good movie. It's not a breakthrough. Like if you compare it to like movies that got 90s, right, by audience, they tend to be, frankly, sort of deeper, not deeper, but just better made, if you know what I mean. So yeah.
Okay, well, I got some movie trivia for you. So first of all, at the time, this was the highest grossing live action film released by Disney ever.
Wow.
And they had quite a dry spell before that. Since then, they've had over 10 live action movies that have done over 500 million. And the top of all time, Debbie, you're a Disney girl. What do you think is the top grossing live action Disney film of all time?
God, I have no idea. Yeah, the like
Lion King.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, classic.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Mathew, as you noted, this is the final John Candy film to be released before he died. The movie used actual footage of the 1988 Olympics.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
You know,
So they weaved that in there. That's cool.
Mm.
And get this, Disney envisioned the original cast to be Denzel Washington as Doris, Eddie Murphy as Sanka, Wesley Snipes as Yule, Marlon Wayans as Junior, and John Candy as Irving Blitzer.
That would have been an amazing cast, but I'm glad they didn't go that route.
Yeah, I think it's better to have some slightly unknowns.
For sure. I could have seen Eddie Murphy, though.
I think we have to do a shout out to Catherine O'Hara.
Please do it
on this episode, because she and John Candy worked well together, and they were friends, and I'm picturing them in heaven together laughing.
Oh, yes. R.I.P.
I was really caught off guard by that one because she was so young and just looked like she had so much energy left in things that she's been working on recently.
Yeah, it's that one was a shocker. Like, oh my God, what?
It said some illness, right?
I usually don't freak out when celebrities die, but like she was, SCTV, like she's always been with me. You know what I mean?
This one rocked so many people. Like it's just everyone has a memory and an association with her.
And I just a week before she died, I watched Best in Show.
That's such a good movie.
Which is a fantastic movie. We should do it someday.
Okay, a little more trivia for you guys. This was the first box office hit for John Candy since Home Alone.
Wow.
I like this one. Because they were worried the name would not translate, this movie had a different name in almost every country. I picked out a few of them to run by you. So in Canada, it was called The Apprentice Champions. In France, it was called Rasta Rocket. In Norway, it was titled Cold Asses. And in Turkey, it was titled Crazy Butts.
Crazy Butts.
Which,
I don't understand Cool Runnings. What does that even mean?
Yeah, they explained it in the film. They said it was... Anybody remember what they said it was?
No, but it was good.
I remember thinking like, oh, that's great. But yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was.
The crash scene at the end of the movie, except for the close-ups, was the real footage of the Jamaican bobsled team crash.
Wow.
I wonder if the same thing happened with the screws coming loose. And
I gotta say, too, looking at how their heads bash against the side when they're going down, even watching the movie, I thought, are they going to be like 4 paraplegics coming out of there?
Totally.
Yeah, the one guy's head was like tilted.
That made me realize how dangerous that sport can be. I was like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Okay, moving on to woker jokes. I already said it. Like, do we have to make the Germans bad guys? And then I had one other lighthearted. I think it's a better time, but I think kissing booths don't age as well anymore.
No.
Oh, I loved a good kissing booth.
I know, it was fun in the day. Nothing like making $1 for kissing. I did like that scene with the old lady, though.
Wait a minute. Have kissing booths been canceled?
I don't remember ever coming across a kissing booth. Even like my high school, we didn't really have carnivals.
I don't think they were canceled. I just think you wouldn't do it anymore.
No, after COVID, you probably wouldn't do it.
It's a vestige of the time.
Kissing booths weren't a thing. There was a movie franchise recently, though.
I was going to
That's
say
cute.
something really rude.
Matthew, you can bring it back.
I want to start glory hole booths.
Oh my God.
By the way, I just wanted to give a shout out to our Disney fans out there. All you children who this is your favorite Disney film, thank you for joining this episode. Tell a friend.
Olen, edit that out, please.
No, please don't.
I will not. That's my cold open.
No, it's not. Edit it out. Honestly, you want more people to listen to this. They don't need Matthew's disgustingness.
I think they
know
do.
what?
I just cannot help myself sometimes.
Well, until you learn to edit, I have full control.
I'm just the talent.
Okay, thanks, Glory Hole Stockton. Okay. Reviews. So however you guys felt about this movie, I promise you there's others who liked it more or less than you. And for this movie, there were 44 10-star reviews out of 151. Not a surprise, right? About a third of people said this is a great film. And really the most dominant theme here is that people are saying this is underrated. And I have to say, I knew about this film, but not really. Like, it was just kind of out there. So, first one, this movie is uplifting. It's about the human spirit, its strengths, and its weaknesses. It explores the parent-child conflict, superstition, ambition, love, hate, patriotism, and the gambit of other themes. The storytelling is good, the camaraderie authentic, and the celebration of life is inspiring. Follow your dreams wherever they may lead you. When things seem impossible, just remember there's a Jamaican bobsled team.
Aww.
That's a nice one.
Love that.
Someone called Walton Towers calls this the greatest film of all time.
Wow. That's a statement.
Bold statement.
Absolutely hilarious. A wonderful blend of slapstick comedy, one-liners, colorful characters, and absurdity. Multichamp says, you know that this is an amazing film when you keep watching it over and over again and never get tired of it, even 27 years since its release. Fair enough. B Divine calls it perfection and says anyone giving it less than 10 stars is heartless. Well, we'll hear from some of them in a minute. And then I like this one. The last one says, I watch this movie often and I keep wishing they would cross the finish line.
Aww.
They do.
Yeah,
You
they
missed
do.
the
That's true.
You have to keep watching.
That's a good point. So now we hear from people who liked it less, and I'm always fascinated by who out there gives a heartwarming Disney story a 1 star out of 10.
Monsters.
Yes.
Do you think there were a lot of people? There were 151 total reviews. What do you think? How many people called it 1 star?
10.
It's a good guess.
Just a single person. One person.
Okay.
Okay, good.
One monster. What does this monster have to say?
Well, I captured their entire review. So, name is Dark10. Says, the word cool cannot be used for this movie. This movie was awful. Just flat out lame. I didn't want to see it when it came out in theaters, and I ended up seeing it on video with a friend that had it. I was around 13 when I saw it, and I thought it was lame then. Not funny, not cool.
You're not funny or cool, Dark 10.
Yeah, Dark 10. Take that. Okay. Siskel and Ebert. So these guys can be a little uptight. You think they liked it?
I think
I
yes.
think
Yes.
I think it hurts.
Okay. Ebert said it was funny and inspirational story, but called it a missed opportunity. He said it was sanitized and standardized and said it ended up being nothing but a bunch of very ordinary sports movie cliches. And I will note, because I watched this on YouTube, that he had a face like he just smelled a bad fart while he was reviewing it. So Siskel agreed with him and was disappointed with what he described as a cool idea that was distilled down to just an ordinary cliche film.
Hey, cliches are cliches for a reason.
They summarize it as a low-rent approach to what could have been a fun movie. 2 thumbs down.
Interesting.
We just talked about who will give it a 1 star, right? Well, these guys gave it a thumbs down.
monsters.
I was surprised.
Interesting.
So next category, remake. Do you think this movie deserves a remake? Would you have liked to have seen more?
You know, I actually think a remake would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But not a reboot, a cool update. Same spine, but sort of dignity over validation. I've actually thought this one through. Somehow Viola Davis has to be in it. I don't know how. Paul Giamatti is the closest tonal heir to John Candy. And then actors, a lot of people that you probably haven't heard of, but Damson Idris. He's been in a lot of movies, smaller movies. He's very cute, and he'd be great. Kelvin Harrison Jr. He's been in Ender Games and 12 Years a Slave. Ayo Edebiri, she is in The Bear.
Oh,
She'd be good.
she'd be
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
And Letitia Wright, Black Panther and Mangrove, and John Boyega. He was in a great movie called They Cloned Tyrone. And then for the baddies, the polite exclusion and the smiling gatekeeping, Christoph Waltz, the guy from Inglourious Bastards, the German.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And Tilda Swinton, the International Sporting Authority, right? Impeccable and immovable. She'd be great. And yeah, I think that would be awesome. I thought this through because I'm like, I'd like one with a little bit more edge, a little bit less Disney. It would be really cool.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. And I like
cast it. Let's go.
And I wanted to like mix the team of guys and girls, and like maybe they have to fake their guys or something to be on the team. I don't know, but like it'd be really awesome.
As you were saying, like the cat, like for the team, like, oh, you don't know how the Olympics work.
Yeah. Like mix it up, right?
That's the next event.
But come on, if you can have a mixed group in any sport, bobsledding is the one. Like honestly, right? Think about it.
Yeah, they can do it.
That's true. I mean, I have to say, for Disney making $155 million off a $14 million investment, I can't believe they didn't try to do a sequel.
Yeah, I wonder if they will. If they got something in the works.
Well, I researched it and I couldn't find anything. So there's no rumors out there yet, which is okay because, I think when you have a really good movie like this, just a solid movie, I think it's okay to leave it alone.
I
leave
agree.
it as its own thing.
Don't ruin it.
Although nothing wrong with a good sequel if you love the characters to continue on and tell another story with them. Okay, well, we are at the end of the podcast. I think I know the answer this week. I'm often surprised. I don't think I will be this week. Is this movie too old or pure gold?
Pure gold.
So, it earns its ending. It doesn't confuse victory with validation. It doesn't pretend the world suddenly becomes fair. It simply insists that dignity is non-negotiable, and that's not a sports movie lesson. It's a life one. So pure Olympic gold.
Love it.
Jessica, how's this movie?
Oh, I agree. Pure gold. I would watch. I want to do a yearly watch now.
Yeah.
Why don't you time it with the Winter Olympics?
Actually, yeah, true. Maybe
yearly's a lot.
Maybe
every 4
4-year watch.
Calm down, girl.
I'll watch it with you.
Okay, deal.
I am giving this movie pure gold. And I want to ask the three of us who have never seen it before. I mean, were you all surprised at what you got out of this movie?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. There was so much more in it than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah, Debbie, this was just a great suggestion. I'm glad you sent it out there, and I'm glad to have all of you join this. Now, I forgot to do one question, so I'm going to do it at the end. Jess, since we brought you on as our tights fashion critic, what do you think? What do you think of the Jamaican bobsled team's tights?
Honestly, I should have said that for best parts. When they came out in their outfits, I was floored. I loved it so much. That might be the best part of bobsledding to me is the outfits. Just like figure skating.
Well, and like the best part of bobsledding is like watching them take off, right? The good ass in those tights.
I have to agree.
Can't beat it.
Boys in tights. I'm now into the Winter Olympics.
Matthew, are you going to watch bobsledding now?
I probably will. When is it on?
It's on in a week. It's on in a week. I know
Perfect.
because I now have 7 days to edit this episode and get it out in
Are
time.
there any other sports with guys in tights in the Winter Olympics?
All of them.
All of them except hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, hockey
if you-
covers up too much.
If you watch the biathlon, you can see bisexual people in tights skiing and shooting guns.
And I have a 50% chance with them.
Actually, for you, a little lower, but
You know what the best thing about being bisexual is? It immediately doubles your chance for a date on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tagline.
that's a tagline. If I didn't already have my cold open, that would be it.
I am very happy all of you enjoyed it. Yeah, as I said, this was a classic for my dad and I to
Great
watch.
suggestion.
So that makes
Great
me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
good memories
Great
too.
suggestion.
Good luck to all the Olympians out there. Go Canada and no one get hurt. Do your
No one
thing.
crash their bobsled.
Bring home the gold.
Go men in tights.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Thanks to all of you for joining this. This was a fun episode.
Yeah.
Bye.
Glad you did it. Bye.
Bye.
Matthew, 10-minute break. Jessica, Will's up. He's got 9 minutes to eat his cereal.
He was eating while we were doing this podcast, so you have to edit that out. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.